Hello everyone and welcome to another great modern stream here in MTG. Today we are playing a very classic Dimir Control list, but with some spice. This is a donation deck from Jose. We have seen that he donates a lot of decks for this channel. A lot of blue Cloud Post decks are from him. And in this case, he wanted me to play a classic Dimir deck, but with some old spice. Cards like Creeping Tarpit, Vendilion Clique, Jace the Mind Sculptor, and Cryptic Command. Those four cards are gonna come together with the new power level of the format of Bowmaster, Frogs, Force of Negation, Kaitos, Murktides, Quantum Bridleless, Washington, to try to do something. Obviously, those cards are more melancholic than broken. Vendilion Clique is one of my favorite cards. It's probably not good enough for the current format. Cryptic Command, I think the card is still decent, and Jace is also still powerful. So you can still play the counter game, drop Jace, win the game, and that's what we are gonna try to do. I'm gonna change this and play the good swamps because why? I'm not the best control player in the world, and probably not even near to that, but I will try to do my best at playing this deck. We have some cool interaction between Washington and Field of Ruin that could happen, but probably our best win condition is play a turn 2 Frog with Force of Negation backup, or playing a turn 3 Kaito bouncing or Bowmasters. Those are the two plays I look to do the most when trying to win games. And then for sideboard, we have a very classic sideboard. Jose asks me what to change, and I think this sideboard is quite good. We play Break the Ice, Consigns, Harbinger, some Toxic Deluge, and some Graveyard Hate, so absolutely no issue on that. If you enjoy my content, hit like and subscribe. We're playing round 1 against Porks. We do have a Surveillant, right? So I'm gonna keep this, try to surveil on turn 1 if I don't have to Fatal Push something. This says they are playing Eldrazi turn. Okay, they're playing Vexing Bubble on turn 1, which is a good card. Okay, Polluted Delta, go. I don't think Vexing Bubble is a good card in Modern. It's decent. It's good again. It's good to have one in Saga decks, but I think it's not like you want to have that. So, Vendilion Clique. I'm gonna keep Vendilion Clique because it's a good plan to do things. Here I'm going to not play Polluted Delta because I might want to fetch and push later. So this is 4 mana. 4 mana is Thought Seer. Okay, I'm gonna counter this because it's very mana efficient. Foxys. Yeah. Foxys is cool. Chalice, Ulamog, Tower, Devourer. Maybe I can stop them from Ulamogging me. Chalice for 2. Again. Yeah, let them keep. That's a Foxys. Okay. That's not a Vendilion Clique. So they can Chalice for 2. I'm gonna take Chalice and pass. Here, that means that this turn I can put up pressure. Second tower, Watery Grave, and Bowmaster. Thank you. We should have a quite good sideboard against them. Spell Snare. Not the best, not the worst. I'm gonna remove this stop because it was used in the last league. Vexen is good versus Titan, Affinity Inform. Yeah, Vexen is a good card, but I don't think it's good in Eldrazi, like an average card. It's a... Don't take me wrong. Vexing Bubble is a great card. The problem is that it does not deal with the cards I would like to deal. I think Flute is a better card to have in the main deck. It's always good. While Vexing Bubble, you play it against Boros or so, and it does almost nothing. I draw a land, I'm gonna Vendilion Clique them again. Okay, they drew the Ursa's Mine. Okay, so they have some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 land. Okay, another Field of Ruin is great. Yeah, it's only good against Affinity if you are on the play. Okay, this is now Wasteland. Gonna eat the mine. Okay. They have no more basics in the deck. Gonna choose another island. And I'm gonna hold. Oh, they have a swamp too. More towers. This is Devourer eating my card. Gonna counterspell this. Pass. 2 mana cycling, no problem. Modern is so fast that 2 mana cycling is maybe not good enough. Attack, play Frog, After draw, click them. After draw, click them. This is something I have not said in many years. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 7. They're co-selecting command in response. That's sad. That's a strong play. They're eating my frog and maybe putting tokens up. Eating my frog, put tokens. Look at your top. Look at your hand. Ugin and Ulamog. Oof. Ugin and Ulamog. I guess I have to take Ulamog because I can't deal with Ugin. Okay, I'm gonna take Ulamog. And I could draw a Force of Negation to deal with Ugin. So if they drop Ugin, I'm probably dead if they drop Ugin. Washington. Okay, this flies. So this exists 1. Here they're eating my Vendilion. Okay, they have mana. They have 2 cards in hand. I'm gonna Washington in response for everything. This draws me 1 card. Makes a 4/4. So if they have another spell to cast, I'm probably dead. But yes. Oh. Foxes. Could have cast this main phase. Okay, I guess I'm dead. I have no way to remove the Ugin. Shoot the sheriff. No bitter triumph map. Okay, I'm gonna concede. Yeah. I only had 2 Foxes in the deck. But now we have a ton of cards to bring in. I guess post-board the matchup is at least a bit better. So Fatal Push. Spell Snare is countering the... not much. Okay, what else can I cut? Shoot the Sheriff, yeah. That's the other card. And then... what's the last cut? Stability is fine. Riddler, probably Riddler. Riddler is a bit slow. Bowmasters. I don't know, I like Bowmasters. Is Bowmaster worse than Riddler? Maybe, I don't know. Harbinger, One-Lander, Jace. This one is a bit weak. This hand at least has a consign, so I'm gonna put down Cryptic Command. That's my most expensive card. I will need to hit a land here, but yeah, need to hope. Opponent starts with... oof, this is bad. I'm gonna let them have Tron and just try to... I need to hit my land drops, so... okay. This is a land, not the best land, but a land. This allows me to Bowmaster, put up a bit of pressure, and maybe get there on the consign to memory train. I'm gonna pass. Yeah. Would have been great to have a Break the Ice here. I would love to draw a blue land here. Maybe blue land, Force of Negation. I have at least 1 more turn for a blue land. Break the Ice. Okay, Break the Ice. Seems nice. Attack. Destroy your mind. They called Warping Whale this. Crack map. Okay. Yeah, Eldrazi Temple. So they're gonna temple me. Do they have Fleshraker? Mindstone. Okay. Subtlety. Still no land, but I'm okay. They don't have Tron, and that works out for me. Need to draw a land. Okay, they also did not draw a land. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Foxy's gonna attack. And here, just Foxy's. They're gonna co-select command. I'm gonna consign the co-select command for sure. Chalice, co-select command. Thognut Seer. So I'm gonna take the co-select command and pass. You have a very stacked hand. This is Fleshraker. Not today. Probably put it on the bottom. On the bottom, yeah. They need to draw lands. And they need to draw lands too. Not the best land, but I guess this might get there. Okay, Creeping Tarpit. It will have been a survey land if not a Creeping Tarpit. So against Labyrinth, they don't have high mana spells. So Fleshraker, yeah. Chalice for 1. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. What did you give you luck today? I don't know. Sometimes you're just not lucky. Okay, we have options. I can Harbinger 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. This is gonna be Thognut Seer. I'm gonna surveil. Oh, I don't have any more surveillance. So black. I'm gonna search for swamp and take them off chances. Let's see what we can do. They're gonna play Thognut Seer, but that means that their Ugin is stuck under the labyrinth. Thognut Seer, token, things. Yeah. Counter spell gets exiled. Frog is a very good draw here. Frog is always the best draw. The Eldrazi Tron, the Eldrazi matchup is mostly a frog matchup. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do they have? Okay, they drew a Dismember. Today I'm not... No one is giving me a chance. That means I'm probably
making double 5/0 tomorrow. That's 6 mana and Cryptic Command. That's the 4th Cryptic Command. I countered 1, right? Yeah, today is not a great day. Attack, jump. That's 7, so I'm at 8. Ugin comes down, Morktide. So Morktide. Playing Morktide does nothing. I'm gonna attack with Creeping Tarpets because they're just gonna get Ugin back and kill my Bowmasters. That brings me to 1. So if they draw a colorless spell, I die. Not the best spot to be in the world, but yeah, whatever. Okay, sure, opponent. Yeah. Today I'm not winning any games of Magic. Oh, we had a good sideboard, but nothing works. Ay. Okay, round 2 against Beto. This hand is quite weak. I'm gonna mull. Okay, I guess this hand is a bit better. Big Mortide Regent, Riddler, keep removals and Riddler, Island, Ruin Crab. Okay, we're playing against Mill. Huh? Mortide would have been great here, but I'm gonna kill the crab. Usually, this deck tends to be good against the Mill deck, but you never know. Psychic Frog. I don't want to fetch. Ooh, another Mortide. So, Psychic Frog, go. Not fetching for now. Watery Graves, so they're killing. They're pushing my frog. Yeah, sure. 3 lands. And they don't have triple blue, so they can Tasha me, but not much else. This is Tasha. Exile 13 cards. I think that is a number. Then they did not mill me. That's near. Warp Riddler. And see. And draw a card. Fossil Negation. Okay, Fossil Negation is fine-ish. This gets warped. And I can't Fossil Negation something. Okay, I can't Spell Snare. Okay, Crab. Lands. Yeah. Yeah, probably going to... They trap me. I'm probably going to Fossil Negation them. And the City Sewers. I don't know what's gonna be, but I'm gonna put it on top. So here what I do want. I can kill the creature. My Mortide is quite small. I only have 1 instant sorcery in the grave. So I'm gonna shoot the Sheriff. And they are gonna fetch. This mills me 3 cards. And they surveil. Yeah, okay. They mill a Fossil Negation. Crab gets taken down. Land? Cryptic Command. They called... Play a Drown into my Mortide. That might be sad, but I don't have a 3rd land. No Drown. So if we untap, this should be game. Another counter spell. Not very good. I would have preferred to draw a blue land, but you get what you get. One goes to 9, and I have counter and fun. Another counter spell, yeah. Opponent goes to 2. They cannot Thoxis. Not that they're playing Thoxis, but can also not drown. Okay, yeah, the Mortide got there. Okay, all cards that do something. Destroy target land that is no code produce. This doesn't work. I'm gonna submit this. I have a push. I have pressure. I have Mortide. Mortide is very good. You can always take damage even if you have no spells in this matchup. They are not gonna fireball you. They play a tap land and pass. Gonna play a regular land and pass. Here's a good Bowmaster moment. Tap land, on tap land, on tap. I hope I don't get quadruple trade trapped here or something like that. It's not what we want. They're thinking I'm casting a trap. They probably would not be thinking that much if they had double trap. If they have 1 trap, I guess opponent thinking hard. Opponent is currently like this. Do I trap or do I not trap? Yeah, you can trap. They decide that trapping is... Okay, double trap. That's half my deck. Triple trap. Yeah, triple trap. 17 cards left. Triple trap. I don't know what they were thinking. They probably were screenshotting their deck and their hand and saying, "Yeah, look, I'm skillful mill player." Yeah, this is not the usual thing. This is not my day of playing Magic. Well, maybe I should just turn off my computer and call it a day. Surgical Bowmasters. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Bowmasters then. Visions. Draw 3. They take Bowmasters. If they don't have much else, they drew 3 cards. So I'm gonna play a bit more tight here with counterspell, force of negation, counterspell, force of negation, and try to not die before the 8, 9, 10. So if I draw the third Mortite, that's 14 cards. Yeah, okay. Okay, triple trap. Triple trap is a thing. And this mills 40. Crazy that triple trap. Okay, frog into spells. Mr. Enforced. Fetch. Trap. Yeah. I'm gonna surveil. See worse. Do I get the triple trap again? I'm gonna keep this. Oh, no traps. Go. Crab is a card, but I could draw into Fatal Push next turn, or maybe I just cast it. Harbinger. Preordained resolves. I should probably fetch first. With Frog, I can take care that they don't surgical my cards. Is this a Fatal Push or is this something else? No. Island. Another crab. Yeah, sure. Opponent wants to block or not. This card too. If they want to block, they can block. Yeah, they do not want to block. Gonna fetch now because I'm gonna play another Frog. Try to get a bit more ahead. Still have a force. Okay, they're milling 12 cards now. Next turn I have shoot plus counterspell. Probably next turn I'm gonna discard island to... Okay, they surveilled. Surveil and they get some milling going. Some negation. If they extirpate, they can take my force of negation. But I can eat a lot of cards with frogs. 2 mana. If they drown into the loch, I can eat everything. So drown, visions from beyond, surgical are dead cards right now. Literal do nothing cards. Glimpse. That's gonna get forced. That's 10 cards. Average. It's gonna fly. And discard 1 card with each frog. This shortens the clock a bit. I can cast a 2-drop and another 2-drop to the sheriff counterspell. So I'm gonna take 2. I'm gonna kill the ruin crab. Pass. I'm not gonna kill the other one. Okay. Maybe I get to win the first round of today. Counterspell this. Toxis. Lot of cards that do nothing. Surgical drone fractured. So okay, this is 4 mana. This 14 cards for the same amount. So fracture sanity. And then I'm gonna shoot there. I could draw a spell snare on another Toxis. Land. Okay. I'm not gonna play those lands because those lands represent lethal next turn. I have 30 cards. Land does nothing. Glimpse. Yeah. Go to 20 cards. And okay, yeah. I can exile all the cards from the grave. Okay, I got to win a round today. That's a new record. On my Metaframe profile, you will find all my competitive Magic the Gathering content. You will get deck and sideboard guides, articles with ideas and analysis, and even the decks I will be playing in my next big tournament. I offer one-to-one coaching sessions to help take your game to the next level. Following is completely free, so hit the subscribe button and keep up with everything I post on metafy.gg. We're here for round 3. I play against Necro Hero, and I mulled the earlier hand, didn't got recorded. It was a no-lander, so I'm gonna keep this and put Mortite down. I don't have double blue. So we hope that our 3 removal spells get there. But I don't know. This is a classic 6-card hand that there are some matchups where it will work out. There are other matchups where... Okay, this is Reanimator. So, yeah. Fatal Push not being great. Shoot the Sheriff, kills Archon and Oculus. So, Grand, looting. Okay, they did not discard anything relevant for now. I'm gonna pass with Polluted Altar, Watergrave, and Frog, Oculus. The Frog or the... Emperor. Frogberto. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need to shock myself and push now because if I don't do... I don't have to do this, to say the truth. I can just draw and push here, and if they Oculus, I can push at the end of their turn. Okay, yeah. That's probably better. Can survey later. This stops at Oculus, and this also helps with the Phalagi. Okay. That's a card they can cast. Okay, they get looting, non-land, non-creature. So looting, that's a card. Yep. Gonna sewer here. Grixis.
Yeah, I guess I keep Thoxis. Good against a combo deck. There's a world where I feel to ruin the red source, but I'm just gonna Thoxis. Flare, Fatal Push. So Fatal Push, Field of Ruin, go. So they have double Flare and looting. If this is the case, I can kill the Falagi end of turn. Okay, now they have Flare mana. Land would be good. Washington. Okay. Nohiri, we are in control. Gonna fetch. I would have loved to have another blue land, but whatever. Looting. Let's see what they discard. Maybe they hit an Archon on Earth Frog. Shoot the Sheriff on Frog. They're probably flaring. Then don't do. Okay, flare. I'm gonna push the frog and pass. And now we are casting all frog. Blue, black, frog. Go. Turn 5 frog. Might get there. They draw a land. That's a looting. They are probably discarding the flare. Flare and persist. They drew fatal push. Okay, sure. Okay. Never got to draw land. Okay, here I'm gonna cast Bowmasters because they might looting. If they looting and I Bowmaster, this is a good spot. What's going to happen? They get some extra damage. But dismember. They drew 2 and now they discard Archon and they could have a persist as this last card. Probably not worth to Field of Ruin now. If they persist Archon, I'm just gonna discard Fatal Push and dismember the Archon. What's this? They are looting Oculus. Okay, sure. So end of turn, I get rid of red mana. Black. I have to get black. Okay, I'm gonna get black and run with it. Push Oculus. One goes to 2. We don't have an island. Oh, the exiled island. Oh, we drew finally a second land. Second blue land. Okay. And this is going to 2. Okay. And Bowmaster got the job done. Nihil Spellbomb is sure a card we're gonna put into our deck. Vendilion. Vendilion is... Washington is probably medium. Vendilion, I think it's fine. Cryptic Command is probably too too much mana. And 1 Bowmaster. That's gonna be it. Maybe Savalti is not the best card. Better to have another Bowmaster. Axis for Sonegation. Okay, I'm gonna keep this 1 land hand and pray to the magic gods. Maybe we do not get there. Leyline of the Voids. The magic gods have listened to us. Thoxis. Flare, Dispute, Persist. I'm gonna take the Persist and pass. So they can hold up Dispute. Okay. What are they doing? They're cycling. Okay, they're just fetching. Oh, they're afraid of Washington. Okay, sure. So here I'm going to cast Bowmasters. Maybe into their flare, but I'm fine with that. Take 3. If they want to flare my Bowmaster, I'm super happy with that. Cycle on Earth. Okay, yeah, that's fine. No need to do anything. I can kill the red land, but they're probably not cutting anything with that. Okay. Rockberto gonna get countered. They're gonna dispute. I'm gonna force of negation. The dispute with double T, I guess. Pass. So they have dispute. They have Archon and Flare in hand. You replay a frog and try to ride our frog to the finish line. No place. So that's good for us. I have counter spell back up. No reason to this turn run things. They're at 11. I don't care much about them. I don't want to get robbed. So there's so many bad cards in hand that really do not care. Red mana goes. And next turn I'm able to hold double counter up or frog counter or something like that. Surveil. And they put Ashok into the grave. Cool. I don't think Ashok is a good card against this matchup. Okay, we search for lands. I took a swamp when I wanted an island. It's fine, but here I'm going to let them kill my frog. Counter my frog. They have to counter this. This is still a 2-turn clock. So I do not care. I have 3 cards. 3 cards. It's lethal next turn. 2 cards. One is the Archon. Cannot draw this card, so I'm gonna fight over this frog. If they get to this card, I shoot them, and if I play 2-0 over Grixis Reanimator. Yeah, Grixis Reanimator, best deck. Round 4 against Terminus O. This says they're playing Jeskai Blink, so this is a matchup where they have Solitude and they have Quantum Riddlers. Quantum Riddler being a hard card to deal with. We need to literally counterspell Quantum Riddler all the time. Oh, this is Ruby Storm. Okay, this is not Jeskai Blink. Okay, so Ruby Storm. Whoa. Okay, I did not keep a hand that was good against Ruby Storm. They classed some Reckless and more Reckless. So, okay, my hand is not good against Ruby Storm and no walls. Bowmaster is good against Metamorphose and Artist Talent. I'm getting killed next turn. So maybe I want to try to get a Force out of Kaito. Yeah, I'm gonna need it to the Orc Army so that the Bowmaster stays. Play 2, then draw a card. Into graveyard, into their graveyard. Fatal push. Okay. If they have it, I'm dead. They'll probably have it. Artist Talent, save targets. And with yield, Metamorphose. No, draw this card. Bowmaster pink you. So they play a land from exile. They fetch to 11. 4 cards remaining. 4 cards. Reds Resolve. Not. Strike it rich. Okay. Yeah. I only play 1 Strike it rich in my deck. If their last card is Past in Flames, I guess I'm dead. Grape Shot. Okay. They could have uptick the talent. Okay, this is just to hold the game 2-3. They are not even. Okay. They're targeting me, so they might have Past in Flames still. What is their last card? 13. Last card is Past in Flames? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna concede. I don't have Force Obligation. That was sad. Nihil Spell Bombs. Consign to Memory. Shoot the Sheriff goes. Bowmaster goes. White Medium. Washington has Flash, so I guess it's fine. Jace. Gonna keep most of the things. Maybe Riddler. Riddler is probably the weakest card. Riddler draws 1 card and doesn't win the game. So I keep out 5 1-mana removals. And yeah, this hand doesn't do anything. We need counters and discards frogs and stuff. So I'm gonna put down Washington. Another blue land. Morktide goes to the grave. Commercial District. They surveil Ral to the grave. Yeah, I'm gonna play Thoxis here and take Medallion, and they can keep Ral. They have a lot of rituals. That hand is not crazy. Okay, I need to draw a blue source. So there we go. Land, please. Blue land. Okay, yeah. Blue land. And Frogberto. The Toxic Frog is coming in. I think that Psychic Frog should have costed 3 mana, like Psychatok. Even it sounds the same, like Psychic Frog and Psychatok. It seems like it sounds like the same card, but it's not the same card. Okay. Periodic Ritual. You call Spell Snare this, and they will probably just Spell Snare in the next thing. Watergrave, Spell Snare that. Reckless, yeah. Rents and Strike. Chase the Mind Sculptor. Maybe not the best card right now. So they have Rents. I'm gonna jam Jace because Jace the Mind Sculptor better than all. And always Brainstorm. Consign push. So go. If I die this turn, I die. But I don't have anything else. Just hand only plays around. Okay, so they die. They might need to go for it. Strike it rich. Probably a card I would have sideboarded in this matchup. So there's been so much time since I brainstormed with Jace. Brainstorming with Jace is one of the coolest things that you can do in your life. So I can Morktide and Counterspell, Consign and Push, but not all of them. So I'm gonna wait 1 turn. Could discard a push, but I think I'm not dying with all this. So I have double push, counterspell, and consign. They're gonna have hard time beating this. Reckless resolves, Orim's Chant, and Artist Talent. Yep, Artist Talent gonna get countered. Brainstorm, this and this. So gonna fetch for Basic Island. Draw a card. Cryptic Command. Okay, I guess I'm holding Cryptic Command plus Counterspell. Cryptic Command. Choose 2. They have an Orim's Chant. They are gonna cast that Orim's Chant. Orim's Chant 4 cards being some rituals. So here I'm just gonna counter-attack the spell, draw a card, Brownie heal spell bomb, opponent concedes. Yeah, I casted Jace and Cryptic Command. How can I lose? To say the truth, if I end up casting Cryptic Command and Jace, I'm probably winning. Foxy Spell Snare. I guess this is... I get rich? Okay. This, I hold up Spell Snare, and then I Thoxys plus hold up Spell Snare. Maybe if I Thoxys and they have double Medallion, they can resolve one Medallion. While if I hold Spell Snare, I'm getting their Medallion for sure. Thoxys. Ha! Big brain. One more day, big brain. If I would have Thoxys on turn 1, I would have gotten Medallion away. So, yeah. One more day. Me knowing how to play Magic. Even if sometimes it doesn't get there, but Medallion and no lands. So, okay. Murktide. I'm gonna play Island, go. They're gonna slam Medallion anyways, so... Ritual resolves. I could counter their ritual, that means that the Medallion misses. What's this, Aral? Reckless, yeah. Grapeshot, Mountain, okay. Cards that do nothing. 4 cards. Gonna call this go time. So I have a 6/6. They will need to cast Manamorphose and stuff. They drew a land, okay. They would have probably not casted this. So they need to Manamorphose everything. They have Grapeshot, Rends, Chant, and Manamorphose. Okay, those cards don't do anything. They are Manamorphosing again. So they could Ral, Manamorphose maybe. Grapeshot for 4. All 4 on frogs. Okay, yeah. Frog dice. Ooh, Vendilion Clique. Gonna take them off the white land and pass. They have 4 cards in hand. They cannot Orim's Chant me. I cannot lethal them. If they fetch, strike it rich. Yep, they go to 1. So Orim's Chant stays in exile. Okay, Vendilion Clique. Target you. I'm gonna take Manamorphose. This is a redraw that also makes mana. You go to 1, play my land and pass. So you need to kill me. You need to also flip Ral on the first try. I have 1 card. So what does this mean? Okay. I could die. There's a world where I die. Ritual, yeah. Do they have the kill? So they have 3 cards. Oh, okay. They are past inflaming me. Okay, 3. Okay, yeah. 1 more day. Losing against a Past in Flames. Strong card. That's no. I won a GP playing double Past in Flames in my deck, so I guess that Past Influence is a strong card. So they can Grapeshot here. They Grapeshot for 1 more. Grapeshot. Okay, this is just a value Grapeshot. I'm fine with this being a value Grapeshot. I think they could have done more. They're fine. They're just killing my board. They cannot fetch anymore. And if I draw a counter spell, I win. Battle push. They're good against Ral. So they have least Ritual. And what's the Artist Talent? So yeah, that card is strong. That lets them dig a bit. Level 2. Yes. So they Ritual, they draw this card. Discard Orim's Chant. Yeah, they know I don't have anything. Impulse. Ral gets discarded. Impulse. I have another. Oh no, this Grapeshot is exiled. I need to hit rituals, but this is mana. Play land. Tap. Play Valakut Awakening. Okay. So now we Subtlety and win. They drew 2 cards. And here I just cast Subtlety into the void. No targets. Attack for lethal. Yeah, the 3/3 attacking creature gets there. Okay, 3/1 with Dimir, Vendilion Clique, Jace, Cryptic Command, Creeping Tarpit deck. Not bad. We won completely the first draw game because of Jace. Jace was the key card. I'm going to 4/1
with Jace and Vendilion Clique in 2026. They're playing maybe against Yawgmoth. That's not a good matchup. Yawgmoth is... I'm gonna keep this hand against Yawgmoth. Double removal, but Yawgmoths tend to eat the... Okay, that's Samwise. Oh, it's Samwise and not Yawgmoth? Oh, it's Samwise. Okay, now I changed my mind. We are quite decent against Samwise. Not good against Yawgmoth, but decent against Samwise. They could get Ritual going this turn. Godless Shrine, Ritual, yeah. That's a card we don't want to see, but yeah, it happens. Young Wolf, they eat Young Wolf, I get something. Marionette Apprentice, Seaworth. Land goes to the grave. My land go. So end of turn, I'm probably eating. If I don't have to counterspell something, I'm eating the Marionette Apprentice. It puts up some pressure. This a cat. Viscera Seer, yeah. So gonna kill the. Oh, they have a Chord of Calling. Okay. This doesn't look good for me. Gonna kill the Viscera Seer here. Sadly. Okay, they're representing Chord of Calling quite hard, so they scry, I get some damages in. Okay, so we are not dying now, but we are also not winning, so that's a cat. Yeah, cat was called. Meow. Awesome negation. I'm gonna play a tap land and pass. Opponent has Chord of Calling. I think it's very hard to get back from a Breathing Ritual. Blue, this here. If they hit here, they hit okay, they don't have triple red. If they hit another Soundwise, they can Viscera Seer me. But yeah, this is what it is. Lead cat, and now if the Ritual gets Soundwise, they eat the cat, Soundwise. Okay, so I'm dead. Got a bit greedy and got punished. Okay, yeah. They needed to hit a Sam in the top 7. I could have Shooter Shredded the Sam and then, but that's also somehow risky. Toxic Deluge, Nihil Spellbomb. Spell Snare is good. Counterspell is not great. Cryptic Command probably too expensive. Quantum Riddler. They're playing Bowmasters, yes. Bubble Tea, Washington. Gonna bring in only 2 Harbinger. Maybe I have to bring in 0 Harbinger. I'm gonna cut 1 Counterspell, 1 Force of Negation, no Harbingers, that's it. So Thuxes. Force of Negation may be strong enough. Maybe I can cut 1 Kaito for Force of Negation. They have Nihil. Okay, I'm on the play. That means I at small advantage. So we just use your land to play Nihil Spellbomb and pass. Overgrown, and do they have a goose? Have a goose. The goose is loose. I'm just gonna play my frog. Let's see how far this 1/2 creature gets me. Got the shrine damage and Samwise. Yep. They might play cat here. Yeah, probably they play cats. Cat is a blocker if they want. They probably don't want to block. So I'm pretty sure they are not blocking this turn. Could block with Frog. They block with Cat. Mark tag goes. So if they put this... shoot the Sheriff there. Okay, now we are starting this smart dance between Cat and Nihil. But I think this puts us ahead by a small amount. Yeah, 4 cards. Young Wolf, yep. Apprentice, yes. Exile 3 cards. Flying attack. They could block with Goose. Okay, they let me draw a card. I could Kaito here, which is not that terrible. So I'm gonna draw a card. Bowmaster. Oh, I'm not gonna Kaito. I'm gonna Thuxes, see what they have. They could Chord for 1. So Chord and Wolf. So I'm taking Chord for sure. Wolf is not a playable card right now. They draw a land and Wolf. Bowmasters. Bowmasters. And I'm gonna jump there. So this Bowmaster trades for Apprentice. They make a food. Yeah, sure. They eat. Okay, yeah. They get Cat back, some damage. They have no cards. Watergrave. Gonna attack with this. Play this. Push Goose. That makes that they are not getting more food tokens back. Oh, they have no attacks. So they can attack with the walls, but they probably don't want to do that. Lush Portico.
Another goose. Sure. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The cat is gonna be troublesome in the future. Another Nihil Spellbomb. Do they want to return the cat now? Return the cat. Yeah, sure. Cat comes back. Attack with both. They cannot block because if they block, I can start cracking Nihil spell bombs and eating up their board. Wolfies. Cats. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So discard a card. Put a counter. I'm trading 2 wolves. I'm trading both wolves and the cats. I need to put it this way. So the token stays, wolves die, cat dies. In response to the trigger, I'm drawing a card. So I do this again. So no cat anymore. I draw. Cat goes forever. I draw. Okay, I'm at 8. My opponent's in top deck mode. I have frogs and bowmasters. So I feel pretty safe. Another goose. Yeah. They could attack. Yeah, they're attacking. Go to 7. No. I am attacking. Discard a card. I guess it's the land. Goose dies. Another frog. They put a food. Yep. I don't have a counter spell, but if I get to draw a counter spell, I'm probably just on the winner seat. Okay, I'm not gonna shoot the sheriff anything. I jump. I draw. So here, post-combat, you can Kaito after your frog drew a card. So I'm Kaitoing. And this is just a small trick that lets you surveil. Let's get you quite ahead. So Field of Ruin, Toxic Deluge. None of those cards are relevant now. I'm revealing Toxic Deluge to my opponent, but whatever. Opponent cracks food to survive a bit more. And I'm gonna F6 here. Okay, my opponent concedes. I have Frog Kaito, so no reason to be playing. Okay. So last game for the marbles. I cut Vendilion Clique and put him back. Cost of negation. Maybe Harbinger of the Seas is good. I'm not sure. Kaito might be too slow. Do you want another counter spell? That's a good question. Jace. Yeah, I took out most of the spicy cards, but I think I need to have this. The problem is Vendilion and Jace are both very medium cards against the Bowmaster deck. Bowmaster push lands. Okay, this could get there. I'm gonna keep this. I have some removals and some cards that do things. So Bowmaster can kill some creatures. Not everyone, but some. They move to 6. That's good for me. Here I'm just gonna surveil. Field of Ruin and Harbinger of the Seas are not the best combo, but still works. Samwise to the graveyard, so they need mana. Temple Garden, they probably have another Samwise. It's this Birthing Ritual, okay. So we are on the kill every creature they play plan. Seaworth, Counterspell, Frog. Land is not the card I want. It's Spellbomb. So here I'm gonna hold Bowmasters and push. They don't play white lands, so I mean they don't play plains. They tend to play only swamp and forest. Swamp and 2 forest. So I could take them off white. Verdant Catacombs and Samwise. Yeah. I'm gonna let them trigger the ritual. If they want to eat Samwise, which is one of their premium creatures, I don't care about that. I could fetch for Dryad Arbor, Marionette Apprentice, yep. Thuxis it is. Yakmoth, Abroad Decay, Thuxis back. I'm gonna take Yakmoth. I don't care that much about the trading cards here. And probably... Okay, I'm gonna Bowmaster the Servo token so that they can't get a wolf and let them resolve their spells. Yeah, this dies, they get some damage, stuff. They see my hand of 2 nothings, yeah, and they take Fatal Push. This Spellbomb is also not a terrible card. Ooh, Samwise. That's a good card to have here. They have this, the 3rd Samwise. I would like to trade this for another one of those. Endurance. I don't care for Endurance yet. Shoot the Sheriff. So, Spellbomb and Tabland, go. Gonna kill the Samwise in response, because this makes a lot of foods and they can get another Samwise back. If I let the Goose resolve and the Goose trigger, they get 3 food tokens. That means 3 food tokens is they get another Samwise from the graveyard. So I don't want that this happens. They're gonna attack. I guess I block. Also not block. I'm not gonna block. I don't care that much about that. Now they can Goose things up. They eat Goose and they get another apprentice. I'm gonna Nihil Spellbomb them now. I should have done this before I play the land, but Blooded Strand. That's a bit... I take them off white. I cast Island. I get Island and pass. They can Fatal Push me. Here Jace would be a great card to draw, but I don't have it. So Amorted would also not be as bad. They did not Fatal Push. Also, they drew another white source. Yeah. So now I will need to save my life a bit because of the Marionette Apprentice being able to do some amount of damage out of nowhere. They eat the servo. I think currently I'm probably a bit over 40% of winning this game, but still not worst. I have a lot of lands in hand. That's obviously not great. Probably like 37% in this game. So they get good Masters. They have Goose, so I'm gonna play Field of Ruin to maybe if they surveil with a white land, I can do things. They're gonna fetch, surveil the white land. Oh, so they're gonna shuffle. They should probably start cracking foods. So here you lose your mana. Gonna get a swamp because Harbinger. They still have whites. Grixis. This enters. I target them. I have 2 lands. I don't think this card spell is played correctly. They were not going to play anything after it, so I think it's a bit of a waste. Yeah. You should try to hold it for big turns. Yeah, they eat things. Every turn this ritual passes, they're slowly getting ahead. So okay, if this cat dies, they can sacrifice 3 tokens. Counter spell. Okay, I don't want that cat to die. I don't want that cat to come back. I need a Murktide. So yeah, cat has to enter. Gonna block endurance. They're gonna ritual cat anyway. They're probably just there to the Marionette Apprentice. Okay, I cannot let this card resolve. If this card resolves, it's just 2 cat coming back, triggering, getting things. So 1 ritual is already very strong in this situation, and in most situations. Ritual is the way you lose games. Now I lose 1, and I could lose 3 more. Okay. So I go to 8, and this, they can make me lose 6. I think I'm dead. They get cat back. They get cat back again. No, Murktide. Okay, so this is a small Murktide. Blocks here. I can block here, block here, block here, block here. I think I'm dead, right? Just to them attacking with everything. Yeah, but I think Ritual is a strong card. Whenever another creature you control. 5. That means if I block like this, I go to 3, then cat dies. Yeah, I'm dead on board to whatever you do. Okay, yeah, sad loss. Maybe I put out too many strong cards, the Kaitos and the Jace as a top end in this grindy matchup. Grinded to death with the Ritual. That's a good card from the deck, so that happens. Finally, probably Cryptic Command and Vendilion Clique are not very strong cards. Jace is decent. I think Jace is a good card. But you can probably play another Spell Snare, which I think it's a great card in this format, and whatever, another cat instead of this, and probably another Surveillant. One thing I will for sure change is playing a 4th island instead of the 3rd swamp, so have a 4-2 split. I think that's a bit better. And yeah, thanks again to Jose for the donation deck. And you know that for 20 euros you can choose a deck to play on stream, and I will play it for you and tell what I feel about it. We also tend to build it before the stream together, so yeah.